behind it. You can always tell when somebody doesn't know what they're talking about when it comes to health, when they spew out these cliches about health. Gluten is a cliche, by the way. When I hear gluten, oh, I'm off of gluten, I hear cliche, because there's many, many things in grains that are problematic. When I hear somebody say eat more whole grains, I hear cliche, because there's lots of problems with whole grains. Did you guys read about this whole cholesterol thing, by the way? How many years have I been telling you, and Dr. Wallach been saying, it's idiotic to try to protect your heart by not eating cholesterol. It is beyond stupid. If there's a word beyond stupid, that's what that is. The idea that you're supposed to throw out the yolks and eat the white. So, of course, last week or 2 weeks ago, the Department of the Dietary Guidelines for Americans from the Department of Agriculture issued a report on cholesterol, quote, finding that, quote, cholesterol is not considered a nutrient of concern for overconsumption, unquote. For how many years have we heard we have to eat the whites and throw out the yolks because of cholesterol? Because you can't eat cholesterol. And how many years have I been telling you how stupid that is? Not only, first of all, congratulations to the health geniuses that work for the government who have now concluded that cholesterol is not considered a nutrient of concern for overconsumption, but even more importantly, cholesterol is important. Not only is it not a nutrient of concern for overconsumption, you want to be eating cholesterol because the foods that contain cholesterol also have lecithin and vitamin A and vitamin K and vitamin D and all of these these nutrients that I call the cholesterol complex that are important for building and important for the brain and important for keeping you healthy and important for the immune system, important for cells. The cholesterol molecule is almost like a computer chip. It stores information. It processes information. In the world of health, there are tons of these idiotic ideas that you can always tell somebody doesn't know what they're talking about if they're telling you this. Eat more grains. Throw out your yolks. One of the worst of the medical memes, the mind viruses, belief viruses that have been spread through the culture is the one that says we got to stay out of the sun. And if we're in the sun, we need to be slathering sunscreen as if it were shaving cream. I can guarantee you that anybody who utters such a stupid biochemical shibboleth, inanity, piece of stupidity that says slather on sunscreen, I guarantee you anybody who says that does not know what a sunscreen is. They don't know. They don't understand how it works. They don't understand the built-in toxicity to a sunscreen. They wouldn't be making those kinds of recommendations. Human beings grew up in the sun, and the cancers and the photo damage that are associated with solar radiation are not the inevitable result of exposure. They're the manifestation of health fragility. That's the problem, is we're not healthy. And the best way to protect yourself from the sun is not to avoid it, but to stay healthy. To be loaded up with nutrients, especially fatty nutrients that are found in vegetables, especially phytonutrients. And that's where combining veggies and oil together under conditions of slight heat can be so helpful and have anti-aging, anti-cancer relevance, sun protection relevance. Braising your veggies in butter, and by braising I mean putting slight heat, roasting them in a frying pan perhaps, or roaster slightly. You don't want to heat too much. Braising your Brussels sprouts or your onions in butter or coconut oil not only gives you this incredible, delicious flavor. I like mixing butter and coconut oil together. You get this amazing flavor from the butter. Who doesn't like butter? That's another stupid thing that you hear from the medical model. Stay away from saturated fat. Oh yeah, another recommendation. The diet heart myth is now, the diet, a fatty diet heart myth thing is now being diffused. Yes, saturated fats are not a problem. Again, how many years have we been saying this on the bright side and in my presentations? How many years has Dr. Wallach been saying this? Anyway, butter and coconut oil together, they're so delicious. If you add a little bit of heat, the sugars will get released. The oil will amplify the sweetness. If you add salt, salt is highly electrical. The combination of salt and oil and the sweetness from the braised vegetables will get you this flavor explosion that is irresistible. Even your kids will love it. Even kids love Brussels sprouts or slightly steamed broccoli with butter and salt and a little coconut oil. Not only will it be delicious, though, you're also going to get nutritional value. You're also going to get skin protection value. You're also going to get eye protection value. Best sunscreen going. Best way to protect your skin and your eyes from the sun is veggies in coconut oil and a little bit of salt on top of that. These are all wonderful strategies. Being healthy does not have to be, you don't have to be a monk to be healthy. I had my artist, my graphic designer over, and we were talking about stuff, and he was telling me how he was trying to lose weight, and he was hungry, and so I got my Vitamix out. I got a couple stalks of celery. I got some cucumber, and I dropped it in the Vitamix with some water, and I threw in a bunch of delicious spices, ground it up, blended it up in the Vitamix with the veggies, the cucumber. It was just all it was cucumber and celery and water and some salt and some spices. And he couldn't believe, my artist guy couldn't believe how delicious it was. And I knew what he was thinking, because it's unbelievably delicious. When you mix salt and spices and veggies and water, it is so delicious and so good for you on so many levels. Same with vegetables and oil. So good for you on so many levels. And it's not you don't have to suffer. There's no suffering involved. I'm not a health nut. I'm a normal person. But the stuff is so delicious and so good for you. Not only is it delicious and good for you, but once you drink a drink with celery and cucumber and water and spices, or once you braise your vegetables and your broccoli and your Brussels sprouts with coconut oil and butter and salt, you're not going to want to eat potato chips. The thought of potato chips is going to make you sick. There's no way you can eat crappy junk food if you just simply drink a little bit of celery and cucumber and salt and garlic or whatever kind of favorite spice you have in water and a Vitamix. It is so delicious, it's unbelievable. And you don't have to be Jack LaLanne, and you don't have to be some kind of crazy health nut to enjoy it. When it comes to coconut oil, not only are you going to get nutrients out of the veggies, but coconut oil is 60% made up of something called MCT, and this stuff is unreal. MCT oils, medium chain triglycerides. This is one of the most amazing sources of nutrition. Again, you don't hear very many people talking about MCT oils. We've talked about it a lot on this program. I remember when I was a pharmacist working in the University Hospital in Denver, we used to dispense MCT oils to babies who were born with premature or broken down or sometimes non-existent digestive tracts. And MCT oils they go right to work. Well, you don't have to be a baby who's suffering from a horrible birth defect in your intestines to benefit from MCT oils. Anybody who has any digestive issues, really anybody at all, because we all have some kind of digestive breakdown over time. But if you don't have a gallbladder, you got Crohn's disease, you got celiac disease, pancreatic problems, liver problems, they took out your gallbladder, you got to know about MCTs, and you got to be able to take advantage of coconut oil. All right, I'm Pharmacist Ben. 831-685-1080 is our number. We're coming back at you with more good health information and your phone calls. If you're on hold, hang tight. We'll get to you when we come back. You're listening to The Bright Side on the Genesis Communication Network.
Virtually anyone can hack your cell phone and track your calls, your texts, your emails, your every movement, but only if they can detect a signal. Stay one step ahead of hackers and Big Brother with a Block-It Pocket, a custom-made pocket infused with pure silver that creates a complete Faraday enclosure for your cell phone. For free shipping to the lower 48, visit blockitpocket.com or call 888-315-9618. blockitpocket.com, enhancing health and privacy.
Are you hungry for delicious, nutritious, rich, and satisfying home-cooked meals? Discover the Vita Clay 4-in-1 Smart Organic Cooker. Unglazed Zisha clay, an ancient secret that makes this fast multi-cooker so special. Infusing your food with incredible flavors, perfect texture, vitamins, and minerals for your good health. It's a slow cooker, rice cooker, a steamer, plus a yogurt maker. Go to VitaClayChef.com and enter promo code RADIO20 for 20% off at checkout. That's VitaClayChef.com.
This alert just came in. This special announcement is for business owners and leaders of organizations who've been waiting for the right time to build. General Steel has made it impossible to wait any longer with rock-bottom prices that could save you thousands. That's right, General Steel, America's leader in pre-engineered structures, is offering buildings at prices you will never see again. Don't miss these prices. A 50 by 100 for $35,000. You heard right. That's 5,000 square feet for $35,000. Manufacturers, if you need a larger building, try a 100 by 100 commercial building for $129,000. You can't afford to rent with these prices. Imagine a 70 by 100 1,000-square-foot church building for under $69,000. With the economy improving and interest rates still at historic lows, you can't afford to wait. So call 866-91-STEEL. Lock in your price now. Call 866-91-STEEL. That's 866-917-8335.
What good is a Big Berkey water filter?
We get that question a lot here at BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. And in a word, the answer is protection. Protection from water main breaks, E. coli contamination, environmental chemical spills, pesticide runoff, chlorine taste and smell, and all forms of fluoride. Plus, Big Berkey water filters are the original gravity water filter system and most trusted on the market for a reason. Tested by multiple independent NSF EPA certified labs, they are the gold standard in water purification. At only 1.7 cents a gallon, a single set of filters can last for 5 to 10 years. That means big savings. Big Berkey, the one that's powerful enough to purify stagnant pond water. Get a Big Berkey today at BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. GCN listeners receive 5% off all ceramic filter systems. Visit our website or call 1-877-99-BERKEY. That's 877-99-BERKEY. Big Berkey Water Filters, for the love of clean water.
By now, you may have heard a bit about Bitcoins. But did you know Bitcoins are now over an $8.5 billion market? And did you know that over 65,000 businesses now accept Bitcoins? Listen, if you're already earning Bitcoins or trying to make money in the Bitcoin market, you've got to know BidBit.co. Why? Because BidBit.co is where you can easily receive Bitcoins by selling and auctioning off your own personal items or promote business products and services for Bitcoins. You heard right. Whether personal or business, you can now buy, sell, and auction your products and services quickly, easily, and securely for Bitcoin at BidBit.co, the first and only marketplace website to offer BidBit Escrow, a proprietary technology which gives buyers and sellers security and peace of mind because all transactions are protected. Start today. It's free to join, free to post, free to auction, and free to bid at BidBit.co. Buy, sell, bid, or auction everything Bitcoin. That's www.bidbit.co. BidBit.co.
The Genesis Communications Network is one of America's premier broadcasters of captivating talk radio. We thank you for listening. Now, just imagine there are thousands of people who are just as passionate about radio as you are. But what you may not realize is how easy and affordable it is to advertise with us. Radio commercials for your business could be heard on hundreds of radio stations across the U.S. every day. We can help you by creating an effective radio advertising campaign for your company. From script writing to producing your commercial, just like the one you're listening to right now. No other network provides the level of customer service we do. When it comes to radio advertising, we are your one-stop shop. And no matter how big or small your business is, we can help. Email us at advertise@gcnlive.com, and an experienced advertising executive will help you take the first step towards driving more customers to your business or website. Advertise@gcnlive.com. Easy, affordable, effective. A little right, a little left, but always independent-minded. The Genesis Communications Network, GCN.
Okay, we are back on the bright side. I'm Pharmacist Ben. Thanks for joining us. We're on the air Monday through Friday, 8 to 9 Pacific Time and 10 to 11 Central Time. If you miss any programs, they're all archived at brightsideben.com. You'll find a shopping cart up at brightsideben.com and a Join the Team link that you can click on if you want to join the Brightside Ben team. You can also call the phone team at 866-735-2470, and they can give you the scoop if you want to sign up under me, one-time $10 fee. You can make some money selling longevity products and help spread the word about how important and powerful a good nutritional supplement program can be. Wouldn't it be nice to be inspiring? That's what this is about, folks. That's what I want this program to be about. I want it to be inspiring. I want you to feel pumped up about your health, about the health of your loved ones. Nobody has to suffer from chronic degenerative disease. It is a violation of how the body works, and that's such good news. All you got to do, no matter how broken down you are, and I talk to people who are so broken down, almost every system in their body is broken down, but no matter how broken down you are, the testimony of the living biological system, the human body, is that we can turn it around. We can regenerate it. We've got to just get rid of the bad stuff, put the good stuff in. It's really as simple as that. And no doctors are required, folks. No doctors required. This idea that we need to be doctored, that we need the medical model to test us and diagnose us and drug us and cut us up, is so mean-spirited. Mean-spirited. And I know I got some friends who are doctors, and they're not mean people, the individuals, but the model is so anti